so exhausted from everything. I was like, let's go to a restaurant and we'll just rent out a room or something. And I was talking to Catherine and she's like, no, we need to do this right. And it was so important because the more I talked with her, the more I realized that she's correct and we need to have a real formal induction ceremony. And she really helped pull everything together. So I want to give her a huge debt of gratitude and congratulations for making this event happen in the amazing way that it's come together, because it's really
So why women, gender, sexuality studies? Why does it matter? What's important about it? Why do we all choose it? Well, according to the Fairfield University website, Women, Gender, Sexuality Studies, or WGSS, is an interdisciplinary program that challenges the cultural, intellectual, social, and political assumptions about sex, gender, and sexuality systems. I asked Dr. Kelley to give me a brief history of the program, and she sent me the proposal to create the major. And in it, it was fascinating, and I loved all 60 pages of it. But in it were these 4 bullet points. And I felt like they really just encapsulate what the program is. Distinguish and compare intersecting systems of power, including race, class, ethnicity, gender, sex, and sexuality. Identify and analyze concepts, debates, in contemporary feminist theory and critical theories of gender and sexuality as they intersect with race, ethnicity, class, religion, among other facets of identity. Connect theory and practice through service learning or internship experience, Seek and construct strategies for building social justice. Develop resources to identify pathways to social change. Created in 1993, WGSS has been a program at Fairfield University for 32 years. In 2021, the faculty in the program applied for a major to be added in addition to the minor. The faculty wanted to give students an opportunity to dive deeper into the various topics they would come across in the minor. Women, gender, sexuality studies are important, especially in a modern Jesuit university. According to the proposal for the major, the WGSS program, quote, is an invaluable site for the university to provide core integration, especially in social justice, interdisciplinarity, and writing across the curriculum. Spanning schools and disciplines, WGSS courses range across studies as diverse as biology, business, communication, history, literature, nursing, philosophy, psychology, and sociology. I can confidently say that I fully agree with this statement. Why did I choose WGSS? Well, for as long as I can remember, I've been obsessed with learning about women. I wanted to know more about the people that make the world go round. I remember writing multiple research papers about women while I was in high school. I wanted to know everything about them. I wanted to know how they got around the lack of rights that they had. I remember researching prostitutes and priestesses in ancient Greece, trying to figure out how women gained some semblance of independence. I was obsessed with mythology as a kid as well. I used to read the Goddess Girl books in 3rd grade, but ironically thought that Percy Jackson was dumb. I wanted to know as much about mythology as I could when it came to women and how they interacted with the world around them. Learning about wars and battles were of no interest to me. I wanted to learn about religion, and I wanted to learn about women. Really, being a WGSS major at a Catholic college should not have been a surprise to me now that I think about how obsessed I am with learning about women. I should have had a big blinking sign pointing me to the WGSS major when I was applying to colleges. But I didn't. Instead, I came to Fairfield and immediately wanted to go home. I want nothing to do with this university. It was too big and it was too far away from home. There were too many people I didn't know. I was incredibly homesick and overwhelmed. The first semester, I got through each day by doing theater with Theater Fairfield. And in the second semester, I started applying for transfer. At the same time, I was taking an honors class co-taught by Dr. Kelley and Professor Abbott about Shakespeare. Dr. Kelley taught the literature piece and Professor Abbott taught the history. And every single paper I wrote about was about the female characters and how they represented, or went against, the ideals of what women were supposed to be in the Elizabethan era. I hadn't noticed that I talked about women all the time in class. I just talked about what got my attention. However, Dr. Kelley definitely noticed. On March 23rd, 2023, I received an email. Hi, Catherine. I noticed you've been a passionate advocate of women's rights all term. I'd love to meet to talk over Zoom about an opportunity in WGSS. We have offered a minor for 30 years, but now we offer a major. We are looking for our historic first major at Fairfield. We would be the first in the history books and commemorated as such if you have majored in WGSS. There are ambassadorships next fall with alumni relations and other opportunities to be involved in on campus. You could also double major with another program. All best, Professor Kelley. Needless to say, I was shocked. I wanted so badly to leave this place, but now there was an incredible opportunity staring me in the face. And I knew that if I turned it down, I'd be kicking myself for the rest of my life. So I accepted the offer, and I stayed at Fairfield University. And I can't imagine myself anywhere else. I cannot thank Dr. Kelley and the WGSS faculty enough for giving me a space on campus where I felt comfortable to be myself. The WGSS program allowed me to follow my passions across all disciplines and dive deeper into the issues that I feel most connected to. No matter which class I was in, my professor was always able to pull in current events and issues so that my classmates and I could discuss them in a safe place. When President Trump was elected for the second time this past November, WGSS faculty got together and gave students a space to feel whatever we needed to feel. Some of us gathered in campus ministry, ate pizza, and talked about our worries. Turns out, pizza's really good for worries. And while those worries did not go away, and in many ways have just gotten worse as the past 100 days of his presidency have gone on, I remember feeling so relieved that I wasn't alone. The Women, Gender, Sexuality Studies program is not just an academic program. It's a community. And that's something we need more than ever right now. Our country's government is terrifying in many ways. Trans people are getting their rights stripped away. American citizens are being deported simply for being mistaken as an immigrant. We don't know what President Trump will do next, and that unknown is terrifying. But we can't fight alone. We need each other. We need to rely on each other. We're stronger together. So why choose WGSS? Because the Women, Gender, Sexuality Studies program creates a place for students to be welcomed, supported, and encouraged to follow their passions, regardless of what discipline they may fall into. We care for the whole person, mind, body, and spirit.
Okay, up now is Catherine.
Hi again, it's not like you haven't heard from me. You know why I chose this, but I first started becoming a feminist, back in 7th grade. I found the 2014 He for She launch speech by Emma Watson. And in it, she says, if not me, who? If not now, when? And that always stuck with me. I love that speech. I've done it at speech competitions a couple different times. Something about it just always stuck with me. And the ideas that she talks about in that people across the world don't have the rights that they should have really stuck with me. And so I started looking more into it and decided, yeah, there's no doubt about it, I'm definitely a feminist. And here we are today, the rest is history, as they say. I am a junior. I am a double major in Women, Gender, Sexuality Studies and Theater, and I'm a minor in Communication Studies. And I actually just got back from study abroad in London, which I absolutely loved and opened my world in so many ways. And I'm from